What's going on, everybody? Hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be checking out some GTA 5 gameplay. Playing with the homie Baloney, just driving around this beastly truck that we got going on here, just decimating every single cop that actually gets in our way. I think you guys are going to really enjoy the gameplay. I just need something to relax with. As you guys know, my nightly ritual right now is anything but Call of Duty, and it really disturbs me. It really does, because Call of Duty used to be my thing that I used to play to relax. And no longer can you relax when you're playing Call of Duty. Now, I'm sorry that I'm going on a side rant here. The main commentary for today is going to be pretty positive, actually, and I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy it, and it's going to make a lot of your days much better. But, of course, I played this game a little bit before doing this video, which was probably a very bad idea, because usually if I want to do a positive commentary, the last thing I want to do is play the video game that pisses me off the most, and that is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I do not sweat in any other video game, even like Battlefield titles. I go play Battlefield 4, and, you know, as you guys already know, it's still tons of competition in these video games. You know, just because skill-based matchmaking is toned down doesn't mean that you're going to be versing boss 24/7. No, I've versed a lot of good players in Battlefield 4, especially coming back after not playing it for a long time. I'm going to get my butt whooped. But I had a blast. I had a good time getting my butt whooped. Even in every other video game that I play, if I do bad, I never feel like it's really obnoxious because I'm not even trying. Nobody is trying. It's just the luck of the draw. Sometimes you do good, sometimes you do bad. It's just how it happens. But in Call of Duty, that's not a thing anymore. There's no longer, you know, sometimes I'm going to pop off and sometimes I'm not going to pop off. No, you literally have to be upright in a good position, ready to sweat, ready to compete, you know, snort a line of G Fuel, make sure you're energized, and you have to be ready to compete every single game you play. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm just sitting here not trying to do this. Like, I had a very long day today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I grinded, worked, I hung out with some people, I had to do some Christmas shopping and all this stuff. Long day. I come home. I'm ready to play just a few matches of Call of Duty because, like I just said, back in the day, that used to be my ritual. Back in high school, I would go to school, you know, I would come home, I would get all my work done, I would go hang out with my friends until late at night, and then I would come home and I would play Call of Duty. That's how I ended my night. Sometimes I was a little bit more energized and I was ready to sweat. Sometimes I was very tired after a long day and I was just ready to casually play. But at the end of the day, back in the day, when it was like Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, I was still able to relax if I wasn't in the mood to sweat. No longer is this a thing when it comes to Call of Duty video games, and it's disgusting. And you know what? I'm going to stop with my personal rant right there because that segues perfectly in today's commentary because this game is so insanely sweaty. The skill-based matchmaking is tuned so insanely high that players, casual players, people who, you know, don't sweat like me, people who don't care about, you know, getting KDs or win-losses or anything like that, people who just want to hop on and play a couple of games of Call of Duty, these players are actually starting to hate Call of Duty. And some people might say this is awful news, like, oh my god, people are actually hating it, the casuals aren't enjoying it. But honestly, it's fantastic news, because what this means is that hopefully, maybe in the near future, we could potentially see a change in skill-based matchmaking. The main movement that we were trying to do, a lot of the commentary channels, was to make sure that the casual players had to feel what we feel 24/7. So what a lot of us commentary channels told our viewers was to reverse boost, get into their lobbies, you know, do your usual thing, stomp out lobbies, and then make them feel what we have to do every single game that we play. Compete, sweat, try your hardest, no relaxing gameplay. Because the casual players are always locked up in their casual mode, and then the hardcore players, the people who have been playing for a long time, the naturally good players, have to sweat 24/7. We don't have a casual Call of Duty video game anymore. It's just not existent for a lot of hardcore players. But it's actually to the point where we don't have to reverse boost. We don't have to do any of this stuff because the game is just naturally sweaty, to the point that even the casual players, the people who don't play this game that often, absolutely despise it. Now you might say, how do you know this? I am friends with tons of casual people. I'm talking about like people who don't even want to play Call of Duty, and some people don't even play video games in general. Now I'm talking about in real life as well. And I asked a ton of these people. I got about a good 5 to 8 different individuals to go ahead, play some Call of Duty video games. Not, you know, the past video games, of course, but the more recent one, Call of Duty Cold War, and give me some feedback, give me their opinions on what they played. And I am very happy to report back to you guys, and I think you guys are going to really be happy with the results here. But each and every one of them said this is an absolute disaster of a video game. It's not fun. They had to to sweat 24/7. They couldn't even shoot their weapons. I mean, some of these people were extremely casual. I'm talking about people who don't even know, what an enemy is and what a teammate is in these video games, because they literally do not play video games. They don't care about video games, so they don't care about, the rules, what's going on in the match and stuff like that. They could care less. So their first time coming in and playing it, they don't even know what's going on, and they still have to sweat. It's their first game ever playing a video game in the history of video games on a fresh account that's their personal account, and they're still being put into lobbies that they have to compete. These patents that Activision has made for skill-based matchmaking are literally trying to train players. They're trying to force people to become better at Call of Duty by forcing them to constantly sweat every single game, which isn't bad. I've said this in the past, it's not a bad thing if you're going to go ahead and sweat. That's how you learn. You get stomped out, you learn. But every once in a while, you have to be tossed a casual lobby or two. You have to allow us to have a break if you want us to sweat 24/7. You can't expect your community to come over and sweat in your game all day long without being able to relax a little bit, especially the hardcore players, the people who have been playing for years and years and years, the ones who did back in the day use Call of Duty as a relaxing way to just calm down and vibe out and enjoy an FPS video game without having to sweat like in other games like CSGO, Rainbow Six Siege, and a lot of competitive shooters. Call of Duty was the go-to video game to sit back, relax, kick back on your couch, maybe plug in a couple of controllers with your homies, play split screen or even play a private match, play some Call of Duty, have a good time. And this idea that all of us have for Call of Duty, what it used to be, what we all loved about it, is being shoved aside because Activision has this absurdly stupid idea that Call of Duty is supposed to be an MLG video game for absolutely everybody. You look, Activision, there's already an MLG put on the side for Call of Duty, okay? You already have MLG players. You don't have to suck in the rest of the casual community just so you can get your, fix, just so you can feel like you're in control and you're the ultimate coach. You're making everybody good at this video game. You are just gods at Call of Duty, and you really know how to teach everybody how to be perfect at this title. I'm going to say it again, not everybody plays COD to sweat. It's just as simple as that. Like I said, all these casual players that I put aside to try out this video game hated it. All they wanted to do was just casually run around and have a good time. And the funny thing is that I allowed them to go back onto my personal stats, my accounts playing old school games like Black Ops 2, Call of Duty 4, World at War. And you know what? Let's not talk about Call of Duty 4 or World at War because those had server browsers. Let's just specifically talk about Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2, since those did have skill-based matchmaking in them, and they didn't have any server browsers to, allow you to pick what team you want to be on and stuff. Basically, the algorithm automatically did it for you in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2. But they would go back, they would play these two individual games on my personal stats where I drop nukes, I go on crazy streaks, I get a lot of insane kill streaks and score streaks. They play on my stats, and they had much more fun. They could play 10 times longer playing Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2 than they could last on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. They can only play like a maximum of 5 minutes on Cold War before they're already tired of the bullcrap that they're being presented with. I wish Activision would understand that nobody wants to be coached. If we want to get better, we will get better on our own time. We don't need the developers or the publishers trying to purposely make us good players if we just simply don't want to be. Some people don't play games to become better players. They play games to relax. That's the whole purpose. And the fact that the whole casual player base, which personally at first I thought it was just us. I thought it was just, the average to above average players who were really suffering when it came to skill-based matchmaking. But it's the whole player base. Even the casual players who have negative KDs, I'm talking about like under a 1 KD, which isn't bad. Don't think I'm like bashing on you or anything. But players with those type of KDs, even when they're not camo grinding, this is just their legitimate stats. They're first time gaming players, they're first time Call of Duty players, whatever the case is, they're just learning the ropes, and they're still being forced into lobbies and not being able to relax even the tiniest bit. And all these players want to do is just play a match or two just to relax and calm down. And the best thing about this is that these casual players will leave, because there are tons of games that are out there that are much more casual. Like I just said, you can go and play Rainbow Six Siege and play casual mode. You can go play Battlefield, and yes, there will be occasional sweaty lobbies, but at the end of the day, Battlefield is still a great experience that everybody has fun in. Pretty much every single game has an alternative to people who don't want to sweat besides Call of Duty. That's why we all get angry. That's why everybody is tired of this. Everybody who says, why do you always get so angry at skill-based matchmaking? Because we don't have an option. If you're tired, you don't have an option to go play any other thing. And once again, I don't expect to verse bots, I expect to verse people of my similar skill level, but I expect to verse people who aren't trying to sweat at the moment. I expect people to be more relaxed. I don't care if someone jump shots me. I don't care if someone drop shots me. Like I said, I do that naturally, just out of instincts, It's just natural. It comes along with playing the game for so long. But I don't need people trying to compete and trying to get like 50 nuclear gameplays on my butt while I'm sitting here after, a long ass day of having to grind and do stuff on the side and then just coming to play Call of Duty to relax, and I'm versing people who just snorted 50 lines of G Fuel. It's a difference. It's an absolute difference between, a casual good player and, a sweaty good player. To me personally, this is fantastic news for the Call of Duty franchise, because now the casual player base isn't enjoying this game either. It seems like both sides of the community, the people who are sweating, the people who enjoy competition, and also the people who just want some casual fun, and just the people who are just playing this game like once a month, everybody, all around the board, absolutely hates skill-based matchmaking, and they all can't stand it. Like I just said, all these people, including my girlfriend personally, who hates video games, she barely even plays video games, who just absolutely despises them, was able to enjoy Black Ops 2, but then after hopping on Cold War, it's a massively different experience for her. She just absolutely can't handle it. It's absurd, guys. It's to a point in Cold War that it just does not need to be, that no other FPS game has ever entered when it came to the thickness of the skill-based matchmaking. They need to tone it down. It's as simple as that. Either tone it down or add in a ranked game mode where people can go to sweat and ranked, and add a casual game mode for people who have been working all day, studying all day, who just want a quick couple of matches to just relax in. Casual's there for you. The fact that this is not a thing in Call of Duty, and they have such thick skill-based matchmaking in their casual playlist already, is just disgusting. But guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, want to chat with me? There's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streaming some video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.